What's going on, guys? Hutch here with the next Kronos Rising War recap. We faced a random Asian clan, I believe they're Chinese clan. We lost on percentage. We had a Town Hall 11 disadvantage. They had one more Town Hall 11, and I believe one or two more Town Hall 10s as well. Um, Great war from everybody in Kronos. Take a look at the war map here on our side. They actually got a Town Hall 11 triple. Um, they're one on R1. They almost tripled me at 94%. They got the rest of our 10s, and then they cleared most of our, 11s. Most of our 10s are cleared except for Wing and Pinsy. They both defended 98 and 96%, and weren't able to clear. But because of that, two advantage, one 10 all 10 or one or two 10 all 10, one 10 all 11, and that 10 all 11 triple, they could afford to keep two 10s on the board and still pull away with the percentage because of the 10 all 11 triple mainly. Pretty sure these guys were modders. They did scout Simi on that attack on number one. They scouted me on number two. They scouted a lot of people because they had about 4 or 5 Town Hall 7s and 8s in war at the bottom of the map. But they did also leave a 9, I believe, or no, they used a bully on our 9. So they did clear our 9s. And if we look on the other side of the map here, we two-starred all their 10s. All their 11s. They see six 11s. Let me just double check here. 6 11s to R5, right? So we did two-star all their Town Hall 11s, and we three-starred all their Town Hall 10s, and then all their Town Hall 9s as well. So, I mean, from our end, we had a perfect war. We had a couple Town Hall 11 triple attempts. We had no dips on the Town Hall 9s. 9s were cleared by 9s, and then they scouted 10s. 10s scouted 11s. 11s hit 11. So it was a great war all around. So let's jump into it here. The first attack is number 7, Samir. He's making the video again. He just keeps crushing it with these miners here, and funny enough, they ended up having two people with the same base but flipped around, and he called them both. I mean, it makes sense if he tripled the first one and he called the second one, might as well do it, right? So, he just goes right at it and throws these miners right into the mix here, gets them going on both sides of this base. He's got his heroes going down the middle of the base as well. It's kind of an interesting attack because you can never really tell how well or or how good somebody's doing because the miners are all over the place underground. So he's got a huge split out of his miners right now. This is a pretty poor base design. The infernos are really spread out, so for miners this is the perfect strat to use, because these things will just go underground and keep hitting every single type of building, and you can heal them while they're underground. So right when I think the attack's going to fizzle out here, he's got miners everywhere, all over this left side on every building. He's got a bunch of miners on the right. The miners in the core for the most part are dead. I would say he's probably got 15 or 20 miners up total. King with the ability, queen with the ability. Miners going to work on that town hall. That hurts because you got 4 or 5 point defenses in that area. King's coming around, but he's still got some miners on the left hand side. They're going to go down to that expo probably. Nope, they take the expo out. So his king takes the last building outside of the base, starts beating on the wall, pops the ability. Queen's already been hitting a wall. She's going to kill that last minion from the CC and get through the wall. King's going to clear that little compartment. Queen's going to follow up after she hits three triple bombs. And that's it. That's a wrap. Nice 3-star for Samir. Next one, number 8. That's myself. I just went with the double bowler walk. So we start the bowlers on the 6 o'clock spot with some healers. Then my golem goes down in the middle, and then some more bowlers at the 9 o'clock spot with some more healers. And this is a pretty popular strategy right now because it's easy to create a funnel with these bowlers. And then what happens is the healers end up merging into the main squad, and sometimes some of the bowlers as well, as you see here. And then you have a really, really big force right down the middle here. So I knew I didn't have to get into any of these side compartments because of the type of base that this was. Pretty poorly designed. As I pop the Grand Warden ability here to soak up some giant bombs. Because it's not an anti-bowler layout, the Infernos are accessible from the core, so I just really put 2 jumps and triple rage through that core. That's been working really well for me lately as far as spell composition is concerned. And, just it works again here, and just smash this base here. So I'm going to fast forward, try to get some time back in this video here. As from here, it's basically just some random cleanup. I still got the Queen ability, Queen's full life, Grand Warden's full life. I got about 10 bowlers, a Golem that's got a healer on it, so just crush that base. Okay, the next one we're going to look at here is number 9, Samir again. This is the one that's the same exact base, guys. Town Hall's in a little bit of a different spot. I'm going to 4 times through this, but basically it starts from the opposite side of the base from where he started the first time. Puts the bowlers in basically the same positions. They go through all the same motions, and the last compartment that's left is the same exact compartment that was left on the other base, and it's the same exact layout. It's got the 2 Teslas, the cannon, the Expos on the side, and so on and so forth. So you can see there he crushes it. He actually crushes it probably a little bit easier in that one, now that he knows exactly where he can send everything. But awesome attack. Nice 6-pack for Samir. 6-pack for myself here. So he got 7, I got 8. He got 9, I got 10. So we'll show this one here. Again, pretty poor base design. These guys didn't really have great bases or anything. It was just the disadvantage, along with the modding, really just got us. They were able to get that Town Hall 11 triple, which really hurt. We had a really great war. Couple of mishaps here and there, but nothing that we couldn't fight through. And like I said, we only lost on percentage, so awesome war for us. So I started with the same thing, the double bowler walk, and then slam the rest of the bowlers down the middle. Again, only need one jump past that initial jump to get in, because the Inferno is accessible from that core. So I just got to point the bowlers in one direction or the other. So I point them south so they can get into that Queen compartment to take her out. I popped my Warden ability there. That saved me from 1 or 2 giant bombs on those bowlers, but I got a huge force of bowlers, and they're just going to make a wave through the rest of this base here. My King abilities popped now. Last bomb goes off. They break through the wall there. King's going to take down that last Inferno. I got some minions for cleanup. Queen's ability, Queen's up top with some bowlers. She's got her ability and some healers on her still, so she's going to break through a wall and clear up that side. I got bowlers clearing up from the bottom, and they're just going to fold this base in half. Bowlers just throwing rocks everywhere. They're all sorts of directions. Let's get some 2-time speed going here, because the rest of this is basically just some nonsense cleanup. Last defense goes down. I swag the rage out. And that's that. So next attack is 11 by Mike. So Mike comes in with a similar strat, but he actually does the giant walk, I guess you would call it. So instead of putting the healers on the bowlers, he puts the healers on some giants, knowing that they have more HP. They'll last with those point defenses there. So that's a really good play. And then he just kind of spams the bowlers, but he's a little bit late on these wall breakers, and all of his bowlers, with the exception of, what do you got there, 3 or 4 bowlers right next to the Royals right there, and a couple of them just died. He's got 3 or 4 bowlers that actually go into this base. So if you look at it, he's got, 10 or 12 giants, whatever are in there, 8 giants, whatever he's got. I didn't look at what he had total. He's got a couple jumps in there, and these giants are just ripping through this base. Giants under rage destroy defenses. So he's basically got 3 or 4 bowlers and all of his royals and like 10 giants, and they absolutely destroy this core. And the bowlers are on the outside, destroying everything on the outside that's hitting them in the core. So he's basically taking this base from inside out and just absolutely wrecking it, which is awesome. Great hit here by Mike. I'm gonna fast forward here, just to get through the rest of the trash buildings here. Great hit by Mike here. Okay. Next one is 12 by Daddy, aka Fred. Coming up with the triple. I'm going to go 2-time speed because it's the same type of attack. Got the double bowler walk from each side to create the big funnel. You're getting some defenses out of the way in those compartments as well, which is great value. Then he just spammed the bowlers right up the middle. Got some poisons down for the CC that came out. I thought he should have put that jump into that queen compartment to help him out and get some stuff going through there, but it doesn't seem to matter. Back end freeze. That back end inferno is down from the bounce of the town hall, and this base is wrecked. And if you had that jump that went up, it may not have went this way, so maybe that second jump was where it needed to be. I'm not sure. I would have, like I said, I would have went with a jump in the into the queen compartment, but luckily she jumped over the wall, so he didn't have to worry about dealing with her. But last couple buildings go down here. The Tesla's got a cannon and an air defense, about 12 bowlers up, queen, giants, so he smashed that base. Good job. Okay, the next one is Blaze. And the same thing, the double bowler walk. A little bit of difference on his is that since he is a Town Hall 10, he's able to create a golem that is max himself. So what he decided to do here is create the golem, take some max bowlers out of the CC, which is a smart move. Actually, every Town Hall 10 should honestly do that, because the only benefit, at Town Hall 9, the benefit is that you can't make max golems, although everybody in Town Hall 9 is using bowlers anyway nowadays. But either way, Town Hall 10 should definitely be taking the max bowlers in the CC when they can get max golems themselves. So he gets into the core of this base and just shreds it like the bowlers do. Wasn't sure if he had this at first, because he had a little bit too much of a spread on his bowlers. Some late giant bombs there look like they put him in a bad position, but it doesn't matter. He's got bowlers on the top and bottom of this base, actually, under heal, and then he's got a bunch of bowlers in the core of the base. Queen hits a giant bomb. He's got to pop her ability soon, but there's only a couple defenses left, so he absolutely smashed this. But right when he got to the core, it's tough. These attacks look like they're going to fizzle out, and they end up 3-starring, crushing. So nice attack there by Blaze. And that's it for this part of the war recap, guys. That's just the top of the map war recap. Look out for the next video. That's going to be the Town Hall 9 recap. Just wanted to split it into two to kind of keep the videos at a decent length here, so they're not too much. But don't forget to subscribe and check out the next video with the rest of the recap. Take care.